Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's the Cakeydoc here. If you're like me, you've spent so much money on cake equipment. You've bought all the cake boards, all the cake tins, food colorings, different things that you see and you think this would be good for your cake business, but you just keep spending loads of money and you're not even sure what exactly you need there. So this video is all about cake boards. Yeah, I'm going to be telling you different types of cake boards, when you need it, what the pros and cons are, so that you can make a decision as to what cake board you really need and stop spending lots of money buying things you really don't need. So let's get right to it. So what is a cake board? Basically, a cake board is the structure that holds your cake up. And why it's important is that, well, three things. You need a structure to actually hold the cake, the weight of the cake. And also, for aesthetics, you need something to elevate the appearance of the cake. And finally, for transport. So if you're traveling from one place to another, you're not going to hold a cake on your hand. Of course, you're going to have a board to transport the cake. And there are different types of cake boards. So today we are dealing with different types. So for the first one I'm going to start with is what we call a cake card. So it's a cake card because it's card really. It's made of cardboard and it's very thin, you see. And there are different sizes. So this is a 5-inch size. This is like a 10-inch size. We're going to talk about the pros and cons. So, of course, it's very cheap. So, as a beginner, you may want to start with this if you just want to, start decorating cakes. So, it's very cheap. And it's lightweight, so it's not heavy at all. However, the cons are that because it's very thin, it doesn't carry a lot of weight. So you can actually use it for just, cakes that are, say, single layer cakes, bento cakes, quite small cakes. But if you are going to you do a taller cake or a heavier cake, then this is not the option for you. Next up is what we call the cake boards. So, and there are different sizes as well. There are different thickness as well. So you can see that this one is a bit thinner than this one. So this is a 4 millimeter thick board. This is a bit thinner, so it might be, I don't know, 2 millimeters or so. But basically, cake boards like this, that you can start with this, because I actually started with this because they are more affordable than the drums. They are still sturdy. So actually, like you can see, this doesn't bend. It's sturdy, so it can actually hold your cake. But if you are going for a tiered cake, if you are going for taller cakes with many layers, if you are transporting your cake from, say, somewhere to somewhere that is like 1 hour drive, you need something more sturdier. If you are going to be using dowels on the cakes, yeah, you need something sturdier. So, but definitely you can start with this. So in terms of, and it's reusable as well, unlike the cake cards, that once you use it, you can see that it's all becomes like this. So the cake boards, they are reusable. And the other cake, so these ones are the cake drums. So the drums are a bit thicker, you can see, and they are made from different things. So this is actually made from cardboard, but like corrugated cardboard. So different layers of cardboard packed together. So it's quite lightweight compared to the drums that are made of wood. So this one, yeah, it's actually made of wood. And the difference is that the wooden ones, of course, it's sturdier. This is the sturdiest of all. It can carry any cake. It can carry a two-tier cake, three-tier cake, any height of cake, because it's made of wood and it doesn't bend. It's very hard. You can also drill into it. That's the advantage of a wooden board. You can drill into it. I'm going to show you an example. Yeah, so this is the same board that I've drilled into, and I put my dowel inside. But the disadvantage of this is that because it's wooden, it's heavy, so it adds a lot of weight to your cake when carrying it, and of course it's costlier. So it's I think the costliest of all this because of the weight. However, these ones are also very good. So if you're not looking at making cakes that require many tiers or heavy weight, you can start off with these ones. You don't need to drill the board. So you can see they are all the same type. So they're all cake drums and they are quite lightweight. So yeah, definitely you can start with that. And they are reusable as well. You can reuse them. Yeah. So next we're going to talk about matte versus gloss boards. So you can see that this is a matte board. It's not shiny. This is a gloss board. It's a bit shiny. Um, I mean, they're both good to be honest, but I think I prefer which one do I prefer actually? I think I prefer the matte board. It just makes it look a bit classier, luxurious. But definitely gloss boards are still fine. With the gloss boards, I prefer this one actually that is plain gloss board to the patterned gloss boards. So the silver one is patterned. This one is patterned as well. I think I prefer the plain ones because it's easier to clean than the patterned ones because you see, it leaves stains there. And even when you're scraping as well, it's not as smooth with the scraping as the plain ones. So definitely go for the plain ones, whether a matte finish or a glossy one, but definitely a plain one. The other thing I was going to talk about is the color of the boards. So, silver boards, they are cheaper than the white boards, but aesthetically, the white boards look more professional, more luxurious. So I'll definitely be encouraging you to get a white board. But of course, if you just want to try things out, just for trial, then you can get the cheapest board. So you can use this silver board. This is a wooden, I think, yeah, it's a wooden board. It's silver. But yeah, so these are the things about cake boards. I hope you've learned a lot. What I use now, my go-to is definitely this one, the wooden white matte board. And this is from Cake Craft Company. Like I said, I drill into it. It carries all my cakes. But it's a bit pricey. And I hope you've learned a lot of things. If you have any comments, please leave me. Not if you have any comments. I would like you to comment on this video. Just tell me something. Tell me which cake boards you have tried, which ones you prefer. If there's any other thing you would like me to teach you, please put on the comment section. So this series is going to be all about cake equipment so that you get to know exactly what you need so you don't spend lots of money like myself. So the next up will be about cake tins, and I'm going to do another video about food coloring gels because we spend a lot of money on all these things. So you really need to know what works and what doesn't work. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you next time. Bye.